Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Hi guys, long time no speak. I've had a crazy year so far. I just come back from a holiday in Thailand and I'm pretty sure I have an STD. I'm on, of course, antibiotics, but I'm waiting for the test results, which could take up to 7 working days. How the fuck has he got antibiotics and he hasn't had the test results back yet?
God knows, man. I assume he probably bought them online or something.
Yeah, I suppose. My issue is I'm dating someone beforehand. It was nothing official, but she wanted to make us exclusive now. She has made a few moves on me, which I've batted away, but I'm not sure how long I can make it without losing her interest. Do you think it's a good idea for me to be honest about my activities in Thailand or keep it to myself to save her from the hurt or me losing her?
First thing I'd say, I think she's probably getting official with you now after you've been, because she probably knew that there's a chance you would do something when you're away. Second of all, if you weren't official and there was no we're exclusive or anything, I don't think you need to really. All you're going to do is upset her when really it doesn't matter in the broad terms of things. Yes, you were seeing each other beforehand, but nothing was set in stone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could say, oh, look, something happened with someone, but just don't go into detail and just leave it like that and just see how she reacts to it.
Yeah, I emailed back a little thing because obviously, but by the time this episode comes out, the antibiotics would have
be 2 weeks nearly.
Yeah, if he hadn't have. Well, there's a thing, right? Like if you've got chlamydia and stuff like that, you have to take a certain antibiotic. It's not just the one you get from the doctors to get rid of a cold.
Yeah, it needs to be it's a certain one that goes for it, innit?
Yeah. So if you just gone on the internet and have bought yourself some antibiotics, I don't know if that would work, but best to you. But I said in the email, I was like, if I was you and you really needed for your mental health to tell her something, I would say you look, before I get exclusive with someone, I like to make sure that I'm clean because obviously I've had sex with other people, so I always get I always get a test. You should test anyway after each partner. You're supposed to get.
You're supposed to, yeah, literally.
And so for you to say look, I want to make sure that everything's all cool. I don't want to give you anything. It's not completely unreasonable to say to someone. You know what I mean?
No.
It just shows you that you're being careful, which most people aren't. I mean, I haven't been in the past. But like I said, by now it's probably worked and you probably got your test results back and you've had nothing. My question is, if it was in Thailand, was it a ladyboy?
I didn't even think about that.
Because that's the first thing that comes to my mind was Thailand. Hello.
Yeah, could easily be. Could it easily been? Could it easily been? When Charlotte was out there, she said the ladyboys were actually better looking than the women over in Thailand.
Well, they've got an airline out there, isn't there? That's purely all the air hostesses are ladyboys.
Yeah, it's essentially they're in an 85% part of their tourist trade is all to do with that and the culture around it.
I can imagine it. But yeah, I said in the what did I say in the email? Jamie would probably say lie to the end of the earth or something.
I just don't think you need to say anything really. But if it for your conscience, if it will make you feel better, I think just keep it at the bare minimum and tell her something happened.
How long's a week, right? If you're seeing someone at the beginning of a relationship, you may go on a date once a week, maybe 2.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is pretty intense if they're seeing each other every day.
Yeah. But I mean,
but you don't know what these situations are, do you?
I suppose if they were non-exclusive before, they've already been dating, so maybe they do see a bit more of each other.
Mm.
Because I mean, like, what's a week of like you work 5 days of those weeks? I mean, you could probably get away with taking the antibiotics and then seeing the test results and then just never.
But I don't think I don't think this girl's stupid. I think she deliberately waited until you were back. Like, I've known plenty of times that happened with like my mates where um they've gone on lads holidays and like been, and their missus is like split up with them or stuff, or like they're not like fully exclusive like this guy, and like they just stop talking to him for a few weeks, and then once they're back they pick it up again because they know it's very likely if you're going to like the party beaches in like fucking Thailand, something's very likely to happen.
Mm. Oh, what? So they want to wait, and so you don't end up cheating on them.
Yeah, so they don't feel rejection, if you know what I mean.
Oh, what? Because most lads would be like, no, because they're about to go on holiday.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, I can see that. I've never been in that situation, but yeah, no, that makes sense.
I know my brother's done it before where he was chatting to a girl for about 3 weeks and then he had a holiday to like Turkey or somewhere. And he was like, just so I'm on the same page as you, we're not going to be like doing anything officially until I'm back from Turkey. And then just left it at that. There's nothing more needs to be said.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? But maybe that's just me being too free spirited. Sometimes I'm a bit of a prude, but
Yeah, that's a bit cocky, isn't it? Being like, I'm about to go on holiday, so I don't want to be exclusive with you.
yeah, yeah.
Like if someone said, like if I was talking to a girl and she was like, I'm about to go to Ibiza for 2 weeks because that's where everyone gets fucking, and we'll pick this up when I get back. I'll be like, okay, delete.
Yeah, I think most people would, but if you were like on the same page, like you'd only you're still only seeing if it's alright working with them.
Mm,
I think it's better to have that conscience clean going into it,
mm.
and not ever be wondering what they did in Ibiza at the beginning of your relationship.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I get that. Hmm. That was a lot more deep for that question than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I started off like you, and then it was a bit of a roller coaster.
Well, I think we come to a valid point. I'm not going to recap on them
Mm.
because there was quite a few of them, but take from what you want.